Go. So next one, it is same thing. So base for this one is this guy, right? With the 1/3 with the x. So I take the whole 1/3. So the parent is y equals, take the 1/3 to the x. Grab that whole thing. So ignoring all that, then we're going to do the rest of it. So this is vertical. It's in front. The orange part is vertical at the end. Oh, and I only have 2. So I only did 2. So 2, both of them are vertical, no horizontal. Nothing's with the x, so leave it alone. So my chart here will be quick. Whoosh. And so it's going to be x is just x. X is just x, nothing to do. But the vertical 2 times, so it'll be 2y and then plus 4. I like vertical. It is saying what it wants to do. So take this guy, and this is going to give us our points, our starting points. So 0 is still 1. Anything to the 0 is 1. If I put 1 in, I'm going to get a third. I don't want to have to do fractions. So instead of putting 1 in, I'm going to put in -1. And what does that do to the 1/3? What's 1/3 to the -1? Flips it, right? Yeah, so it's just 3. So you're allowed to do that. I just want any 3 points. So remember when we did like the absolute value of x, and I said any points will do. You can go 0, 0, 1, 1, 2. You can go anywhere. Same here. You don't have to go just to the right or to the left. I'm going to go to the left because then it gives me a nice number. Okay? So what do you think the next number I should choose would be? -2. And then what number does that give me? Right? Negative means you flip it. And then you can do this on the side. So if you're going too fast, say you go 1/3 to the -2, that flips it so it's 3 squared, so it's 9. Right? So if you need to do that on the side, you go, oh, that's where I got my 9 from. But you do that for any of the ones with the base function where it's a fraction. It's nice to flip it around, and then you get nice solid numbers. Okay. So then, and my asymptote still the same, y equals 0. So where is it going to be now? Put 0. Yeah, y equals 4. And I like to start with that, like I said, and then it gives me what to aim for on my graph. Dot, 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 dot. Label it, draw it, label it, draw it, label it. Draw it, and label it. Draw, label. That's this guy. So plug her in. 0 is still 0. 1, so correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Because I get 0, so I don't want to make a mistake. 6, -1, 6, 10. Did you do it? Yep. -2, oh, 8, 22. Okay, 22. So too high. The 10 should just fit. All right. Now we've got 0, 6. There we go. -1, 10. So it's exponentially growing this way, so it's going to come towards my asymptote here. And you know at -2, it's way, way, way up here. Right? Way, way, way. So I know it's up, up, up. This, and so it's heading down. Done. What type of question did I ask that I didn't ask yet? Did I mention that I didn't ask yet? The one that you have to? Factor. Oh, what a shock. Maybe you should factor. So when you get an evaluation, you say, any of these have to be factored. This one has to be factored. Okay, so right away we want to factor that. I'm going to do that right away. I'm going to start that. 4, -2, x plus 2 plus 3. Okay? So again, what's my parent?
4 to the
Y equals, yes, 4 to the x. Good. So my parent's 4 to the x. Grab this here. So then highlight this. So it's the 4 is gone, used, and then the x is gone. So everything up here, everything in that exponent is horizontal. 1, 2, 3 things. Okay, all 3 of those are horizontal, and the vertical is here. So that's my only vertical. 1, 2, 3 horizontal, 1 vertical. they're allowed to use extra time. Okay. So then, 1, 2, 3, we just have to set up the equation. Is that okay? Are you finding this a little bit better though? Right? It's the second time I finally was like, okay, I'm getting the equation, what's horizontal and vertical, getting that part. So the vertical is my only one. I'm going to do that first, actually. I'm just going to do y plus 3. That's nice. Right? So just y plus 3. So the horizontal. So the negative makes it a negative reflection. The 2 makes it 1/2. Okay, put the x there. And then the plus 2 becomes a minus 2. Right, there you go. So back into your brain. This is great review because it forces you to review again. Like, okay, so this is what we did way back in chapter 1. Now, take this parent guy here, and this is what's going to give us our points. So 0 is 1. 1 is, from here, 4. Is that okay? And I'm going to go 2. 2's already too big. It's 16. Well, let's see if we shrink it a little. Yeah, it's going to be too high. But put it here anyway, at least we tried, right? And then my y equals 0, which gives me, where's my asymptote?
3.
Y equals 3. Is that okay? And then graph it there. I like it because it tells me how my graph's going to look at least. Okay, so I get that. So again, I always draw it and label it right away, and that's from this guy here. And let's plot our points. So 0 is -2, 4. This is -2.5, right? So -1, -2.5, which is -5/2. Is that right? And then 4, so 7. 2 will be negative, I'm getting -3. I'm doing it in my head. I know it's faster, so you would do this on the side. Okay, I'm doing it faster than you might do it. So I'm getting -2.5, which is -5/2. All right?
Can you believe it is 2.5?
Yeah. When you're plotting points, that's easier to plot, right? -2.5, so definitely. So -2.5, 7, which is up here. -2.5 and 7, which is here. And then -2 is at 4. Okay, that's making sense. And -3. So it should make sense, right? -3 is way up there. So it's growing up here, and it's heading towards my asymptote. There we go. So then it makes sense. Whoosh. There. All right, so it should make sense that the points are getting higher here, and it's getting lower there. Beauty? Look at that.
So much better.
I know, doesn't it look intimidating? It's like all that bad. No, it's the same thing. So tomorrow's lesson, we'll do the word stuff, but again, it's not too bad. But this is okay.